Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Unit Lost. I am Stylosa and this is OverAnalyzed, our awesome Overwatch coaching series. And today we're going to take a look at the new hero. We're going to take a look at Big Daddy Doomfist. Oh my god. Now guys, if you would like to send a video into this series to appear on it, possibly, well at least to be for consideration to appear on the series, then follow the instructions that have been on the screen. Alright, let's roll this because Doomfist is... yeah, this is going to be very interesting. This is a 1,773 rated silver Doomfist who was once gold. In fact, is that gold? No, I think 2,000 is gold, right? This is a silver Doomfist for all intents and purposes. Now, oh baby, this is the new Unit Lost t-shirt. It is the Good Aim, Bad Positioning t-shirt. These are available in the store right now. Link in the video description below. If you buy one of these, you have a chance to win one of 10 of the golden limited edition Unit Lost t-shirts. Oh baby, it is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. What makes Doomfist super strong, but also super weak, is not understanding how to play this hero. I'm not trying to be big-headed or anything right here, guys, but I've been playing Doomfist on 2 accounts at GM level. He is stupidly powerful, but only if you decide and commit to play in one certain way. That is either peel Doomfist, so a defensive Doomfist, or an ultra-aggressive aggro Doomfist. You cannot play both at the same time. You will die. And one thing you cannot do is get caught out in the open because you will die. That is what I have learned so far from playing Doomfist. And a lot of this has been in dive comp teams. So Doomfist just walks straight in and is right at home. So the enemy team are defending in a stupid position. What you're doing here is totally fine. That was actually a nice knockback there on the Reinhardt. It was a shame that he didn't get finished off and that he actually managed to kill your soldier. This here, though, is bad Doomfist play. What happened there is you used all of your abilities. You basically jumped into the fight. Like, I mean, watch yourself on the camera here. Look, you were totally out of position there. Utterly insane. I mean, this is what will happen with Doomfist if you're not accustomed to being aware of his abilities, aware of what abilities you've got available. Maybe you don't play heroes that rely too much on their abilities being up at the same time. Like, if you're a Genji player, I think you'd be a pretty good Doomfist player because you'll know, uh-oh, my dash is down, or you're kind of used to dash being up or down. You'll notice one thing the enemy have got as well, which is a Sombra. Sombra, if she hacks Doomfist, well, Doomfist is dead. Pretty much right now, if you're Sombra and you ever come across a Doomfist, you want to prioritize hacking Doomfist. You don't want to shoot him, you don't want to attack him, you want to hack him. That will cause him a ton of issues. Now, there's actually, while we just watch this section play out, there are some notes on this video from the player, and he says he's muted all voice comms because it's very toxic because he's playing Doomfist. He wants to play Doomfist, so that's why he's muted all the comms, which is a problem. I mean, there's 2 ways of looking at this. This is competitive. We need to play to win. But where else do you train these heroes? Where else do you practice with them? Competitive is the best practice environment. So, I mean, you're neither wrong nor right. Now, what you did there anyway was wrong. You walked back in a straight line like this. You should have at least zigzagged or something because you would have been easier to kill as you were walking back. All right, so we're going around flanking again. We're not, I mean, honestly, we're not really getting too much done here. We're in the back. We're kind of being a nuisance. Farah is a major strong counter. That actually was, I don't know whether that was luck or what, but that's a huge kill because she's definitely got res by now. But Farah is one we've really got to look out for. We don't want to fight Farah. It's going to be, I'll eat my words. It's going to be very impossible to fight Farah and kill her. What you just did there is a 1 in a million kill on Farah. And it only happened because that Farah player was terrible, right? She should not have been at that. She should have been in the sky, right? But just remember, Farah is a major counter to Doomfist and she will wreck your day. Now, let's talk about more specific Doomfist stuff that you're doing here because all I'm noticing is you're not comboing your abilities. We know Hanzo's there. What are we doing? What? We can't walk up to a Hanzo like that. He will kill us. Watch, if you leave the kill cam on, watch how big Doomfist is. Doomfist has an ungodly... well, this is Doomfist body, right? In fact, this may as well be Doomfist body. He's massive. Normal person like that, Doomfist like this, he's going to take loads of damage. He makes up with this by the fact he's mobile and he can move around. So you don't be stupid and just walk straight up to people, especially Hanzos. Right, I haven't really touched on your team comp, but what I can quickly see there, you've got 2 healers, you've got a tank, and you've got DPS, so it's fine. Like, I'd say it's fine. Fine for this level. Generally fine for most levels, unless the enemy are doing something really specific. Alright, so what I really want to do is watch you use your abilities now and just break them down, because there's 2 ways we can engage with Doomfist. We can engage with the fist. Like, that almost wasn't engaged with the fist. But what you've got to remember as well is he sees you, right? Like, he sees you, you think, oh, I'm going to go for him. It's just an easy kill, really. Like, you're not giving them anything to worry about. You're almost playing Doomfist like if you would be playing Genji, where Genji's not wall climbing or jumping. Like, it's stupid, right? You would be wall climbing or jumping. Now, going back to what I wanted to say about the abilities, what I've found through early playing of Doomfist is a lot of the time, I mean, I would punch that. That's just a timing issue, but that was the right idea to do. I'll be using left shift, so the rising uppercut, to get myself into the air, and then I'll dive down with the seismic slam. Like, I'm not really seeing you use seismic slam. You kind of did there. You did a little bit there. We went in with a fist, we jumped up, then we seismic slammed down. But yeah, I've been using the fist to sort of move around the map. Like, now I'd throw myself into the air and I'd seismic slam. See, that there is wrong use of abilities, right? We should have jumped up in the air, seismic slam down to close range, and then use the fist. We might have been able to get in there and push them back. This is the right use of the fist, definitely. Anywhere there's a small, like, it's a small choke, or it's a corridor, or it's a small area, or there are walls nearby, you need to be using the fist as much as you can. We don't really want to be walking through Hanzo's ultimate, though. That's not really what we want to do. I think I've seen you use Meteor Strike once as well in this game, which I don't think it was too much of a bad use. Okay, let's see what we're going to do now. Because I need to see what you're doing to then comment on how we can possibly fix it. Because remember, this is early days for Doomfist. It's early days for me. It's early days for everyone. But I'm definitely noticing a problem with you. You use your abilities up and you use them in a weird order. Yeah, see, like, I would have preferred, again, if you uppercutted, seismic slam, then punched. That there was the perfect time to use the punch there, though. On this is... Actually, this could be quite good. That's unlucky. I think we could have killed her if we used seismic slam there. We had it available. Like, I noticed it was available. We should have probably used seismic slam. We've got a lot of ultimates available here. In terms of ultimates that combo with you, basically, Blizzard. Oh, yeah, and of course, you can smash Reinhardt. Alright, I was about to say that was a questionable use of the ultimate considering what happened, but those kills on the Reaper came through just as you used the ultimate, so you couldn't really tell. Also, as well there, jumping up there on the Hanzo. You could have jumped up seismic, slammed the Hanzo there and got on top of him. Yeah, you killed him with primary fire and that's fine. Which is something I should probably just touch on. The use of primary fire of Doomfist. You use primary fire when you have no abilities available, that's it. Right? Or you're at long range like this. You may as well fire at them with primary fire, because it's going to charge your ultimate, yeah? It actually does a surprising amount of damage as well. It's got fairly low spread, to be honest, at range. And it's got no damage drop-off. So you may as well just keep firing it in. Like, I would be constantly firing my weapon, like, constantly. This is a dangerous fight to be in because she's being healed. We can still kill her, though. What we should have done there is fully charged our fist. And we probably would have killed her there. Or it would have been really, really close. But still, that was a bad fight for us to take. But yeah, primary fire is something you want to use when you don't have abilities. Or when your abilities are not in range of anything. Remember, your best ability is the punch by far. Like, this thing, it does 250 damage. If you fully charge and hit somebody into a wall, they will take 250 damage. That means everybody, apart from the tanks, instantly die. And that's crazy powerful. Alright, there's not much we can do to help this here. Like, we've got a problem on the enemy team. We've had a problem for the entire game. See, we had seismic slam. I don't know why we're going for primary fire while we've got seismic slam is guaranteed damage if you're aiming at them, right? Junkrat is a dangerous one for us to play with as well. That was nice. I'd say what you did there is very nice. And actually, the use of your primary fire there was great. You went in with a punch, used uppercut. Well, you went in with seismic slam, you punched, you uppercutted, and then you used primary fire on the ferret. With a little better accuracy, might have been able to kill the ferret. The ultimate use there was kind of okay. Like, what I've got to say about Doomfist Ultimate, or at least how it's feeling to me right now, it feels very much like Tracer's Pulse Bomb. Yes, you can combo it with Zarya, which is exactly what you can do with Tracer. But beyond that, it's almost like just use it at will. Yeah, you can combo it with something like Maze Blizzard as well, or Earth Shatter. You can combo it with anything with crowd control. But beyond that, it is literally just I'm going to pop my ultimate. Like, what I tend to do is I'll get involved in a fight. I'm trying to do damage. I mean, why don't you take the high ground? Yeah. If you're not doing anything, at least get into a position to do something. What I'll do with his ultimate is I'll get involved in a brawl, and a lot of times I'm almost using it as like a bite, like a sting in the tail sort of thing. Like, I'm gonna, like, oh my god, you think you've got me killed? Then suddenly I'll go into Meteor Strike, then I come down. The problem is it's easily read by the enemy. Like, Ana will sleep dart you very easily. Also, that's unlucky. We're dead. So if you go into Meteor Strike, people like... Even Tracer can drop a pulse bomb onto the target of the Meteor Strike and it will kill you as you come down. But Ana will put you to sleep most of the time, which is kind of annoying if you don't land on top of the Ana or if she doesn't have Sleep Dart. So what I'm seeing from this attack phase so far is confusion with the abilities. And I think the only way you're going to get better with these abilities is honestly playing more of Doomfist. He is a hero that heavily relies on, or just straight up playtime. Like, he's a brand new hero. He's been out for, let's say he's been out for a while. I've played him for a while because obviously he was on the PTR. Yes, he was changed from when he went live, but when he went live, I played him a lot on, in quick play, and I've played him about, I think I've played about 21 games or something like that with Doomfist in competitive since he came out, and I've got a very high win rate. Now, maybe it's because Doomfist is OP. A lot of people could argue that because, I mean, he just instantly kills people. But I think it's to do with people adjusting to playing with Doomfist. But yeah, I kind of went on a bit of a ramble there. Let's take a look at the team. So, what we've got here is, like, the best bit of advice I can give you at Silver is, and even, to be honest, at most levels, you have to play. We've got to pause this. We have to play. You have to play the hero you're comfortable with playing. Now, one thing I did in a video recently is I showed the real competitive experience, which is, you know, it does get toxic every now and again. I showed the player cards where I looked at the players and I looked at their most played hero. And there was one guy who, let's just say, for example, it was this dude, swapped to Hanzo, and because we had a pretty bad defensive period, I looked at his profile and this guy had never really played Hanzo. So I asked him, I said we can still win this, you know, let's try. Basically, I'm saying, can you please try? Like, don't just throw the game because you think it's lost. And we actually won that game, and that player played really well as well. But he did swap off the Hanzo. Now, all that being said, using that player card system to check on what they actually play, it's clever in a way because it lets you know who plays what. Like, if you want to lock in as Doomfist, which I do most of the time, right? Doomfist, Soldier, or McCree. That's who I've been playing in competitive. However, if this guy's a Doomfist main, which, you know, theoretically he could be, well, let's just say he's a Genji main, this guy's a Soldier main, this guy's a McCree main, well, or other DPS, like a Tracer or whatever. That means if I then lock in, we've got 4 DPS then. Well, we need 2 supports, and we also, well, need a tank. So that means that, okay, I'll pick, maybe I'll go Winston. You see, because I'm kind of adapting to what's going on with the team. But that's kind of more advanced concepts, I think. But all of that being said, and I think I'm pretty comfortable playing most heroes just because of the way I've played Overwatch. I haven't really specialised into one hero, which is the way the game is supposed to be played, I guess. But in this example here, you really want people playing the heroes that they can play the best. Now, maybe this guy's good on Doomfist. This guy's good on Bastion. Like, you don't really see Bastion, to be honest, that all in competitive. But, you know, maybe he's good. Maybe the Mercy's good, the Rhine, you know. So this actually isn't too bad of a team. Orisa and Bastion can work together along with the Mercy. You know, Junkrat can do something. So it's just like, yeah, it's not ideal. That's what I'm trying to say. It is not an ideal team. But if these guys are comfortable with that, and the only way we would know is if we looked at the team cards. But then there's a whole other issue. Like, how do you say to these players, can you swap your hero? Well, the one thing you don't do is go, Junkrat, get off Junkrat. We need another hero. Because he takes that as a slight against his ability. Instead, say, hey, Junkrat, I think a Soldier could work better here. Or Junkrat, do you think you could play Soldier? Something like that. Because they'll take that better instead of get off that hero, he's terrible, because they take that as them being terrible, which is not great. Anyway, the way you've been playing Doomfist has been offensively in this round. And that is what I would recommend people do with heroes like Doomfist, like Genji, is be offensive to begin with and then learn about reining in your sort of aggressiveness, right? Because it's much easier to become less aggressive than it is to become more aggressive. So if you're very passive, it's hard for you to be aggressive. The benefits of being aggressive is you learn how to play on the edge, and that will help you in a lot of situations. Now, at the start of this video, I said playing peel or playing offensive. Peel being sitting in the back line, basically, and protecting people when divers come in, or springing out like a trapdoor spider, right? Like a coiled viper, because that's what Doomfist does, because it's such ridiculous burst damage. So, looking at defensive positions here, don't like it where your team is. Like, I mean, this is not great. We shouldn't be defending on the low ground. We could have killed her with the punch if we let it fully charge, which is something you've got to get used to, is just letting it fully charge. That extra split second there, she would have instantly died. But you did finish her off with the primary fire, so that is cool. And they're still rolling a Pharah. You see, this is a problem. Like, the Pharah could do a ton of work onto us. So, if we're really insistent on playing Doomfist, the only way to play around this is to make sure, you know, we're killing them and kind of forcing Pharah to have no team to play with. Anyway, what I don't like about defending on the low ground here is, especially at this kind of level, is when you lose the fight, you lose it in a massive way, and you never really regroup, and they will just generally push it all the way to the next, well, to the first checkpoint, which isn't great. Again, we should have fully charged that fist up. I don't think she hit the wall, or maybe she was too close to the wall, but fully charging the fist would have helped us out a little bit there. Like, what you're trying to do is flank, and this isn't bad, right? And there could be some rewards for this. Like, we could drop down here. Now, uppercut, seismic slam out, seismic slam out. Yes, 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 yes. So you do understand the way to do this, right? And you are doing it all, like, doing it, we could have, well, we couldn't fist them because we didn't have fists, but you see what I mean about the uppercut? If you uppercut them, you can fist them in midair, which is friggin' powerful as hell. Alright, this enemy team are just letting you kind of do whatever the hell you like, which is their fault. Somebody behind us there? Mercy? A flanking Mercy? No, a D.Va. What? Yeah, that's it. Just push her into the team. Yeah, or just kill her. That's awesome. What the hell? So this actually, right, I think is a pretty good play off you, because even though the defensive position is kind of crazy, you are working around it and you're playing Doomfist, like, very aggressively and dropping into the back line and just doing as much damage as you can. Like, we've just got a kill there. Like, this is something I need people to look at as well on the kill field. When we get a kill, right, let's think, oh, we've just killed one of them. We can push them. And this... Wow. Wow. The reason why I shut my mouth there is that D.Va 1v1 for Doomfist is easy. Right? It was really close there, but you still killed her, which is good. The reason why I say it's easy... Oh, that was nearly nice. I'd use the ultimate. The reason why D.Va is very, very easy for Doomfist is it's a massive hitbox, right? A fully charged fist smashes her into a wall, 250 damage. Then you can absolutely load her with your primary fire at point-blank range like that, like you were in that fight, and just do crazy damage to her and, like, smash her completely. It was a little bit kind of rough what you did, but you still managed to kill her, so that was cool. And also, it's not by all means just like Doomfist that instantly kills D.Va. D.Va can kill Doomfist as well. If D.Va flies into you and nudges you out of the way and messes up your rotation, gets a lot of damage onto you, because Doomfist has got a big hitbox, she can easily kill him as well. But it is kind of a fight that I, would like to take. It's also like Genji as well. Genji can't deflect your fist. So when he's deflecting, like a lot of Genjis do this automatically, they think they're invulnerable from melee attacks, but they're not. The fist will destroy them, so it's kind of funny when you smash them with the fist. But yeah. Combos, I'm going to reiterate this again. We need to be looking at using left shift, so the uppercut. So we should uppercut here, right? We should have uppercutted out there, seismic slammed into them, started smashing them with the fist. That soldier shouldn't have killed us because we would have went in more aggressive. It's just like poor use of the abilities, really. Like just getting used to using them. And rising uppercut is not inherently a movement ability. This does damage to the enemy, and it knocks them up into the air as well. So it can screw them up. Like, if they're doing performing abilities, you can run up to them and uppercut them. I think, actually, you can interrupt people with it as well. I'm pretty sure Roadhog's ultimate can be interrupted by it, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, like... I just want everybody to understand watching this video. Doomfist is a powerful hero. Doomfist will probably be tuned in some way, possibly, right? Because it's all well and good saying, yeah, we'll just learn to play around Doomfist. Well, you can, but Doomfist can sort of... he's almost like Mercy. I think I've said this before, but he's like Mercy in a way where Mercy hides to res. Doomfist can hide with the fist. I don't know what that was, but Doomfist can hide with the fist, right? And just suddenly spring out and smash you with it. The thing is, he's got a very loud audio cue. And as players get used to that, they will be like, oh, Doomfist charging his fist. And they won't peek corners as such. They won't run into corners, or at least you wouldn't hope they would. What I want, you know what, I'm going to pause this here, because what I want you to do here is... I want us to use our abilities here. Like, I'm pretty sure... I mean, I've not watched this section of the video, although I watched a little bit at the start before I went into recorded this, just to make sure it's good enough quality and whatnot. I think you're about to drop down here and try and fist them, aren't you? Let's just see what you do, because I don't think... That's not what I want you to do. Okay, that's not what I want you to do, so I'm going to go back here. This is what I want you to do now. Alright, we're in this position here. You see we had Seismic Slam? Yeah, because we're falling from height. Now, I think I need to explain the way this works. Seismic Slam does more damage the higher you are when you use it, right? Dropping off this shuttle... is obviously a pretty high position. We could easily seismic slam these guys here. What that's going to do for us is give us our passive shield, so we'll get extra shielding, right? So it's going to make us more tanky. Then, when we hit the ground, what are we going to do, right? We're going to fist somebody straight into the wall, yeah? Then we've still got rising uppercut available. Seismic Slam, yeah, will probably be coming off cooldown again. So as we uppercut, we might be able to Seismic Slam, and then we could fist again. Or we might be able to fist and then Seismic Slam. So this is very convoluted, what I've just done here on the screen. But this is the way Doomfist is played. He's very logical. He's methodical. You've got to think, what am I going to do? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to Seismic Slam. I'm going to fist. I'm going to primary fire. I'm going to uppercut. I'm going to fist and or Seismic Slam. That's what I want to do. But what do? You drop. You go for fist. You primary fire a little bit. You uppercut. We use a bit of Seismic Slam. We use a bit of fist. So, something which could have resulted in a guaranteed kill for us. I mean, we're going to kill her, but could have resulted in the guaranteed gutting of that backline of the enemy team there. Didn't really happen, just because we didn't use the right abilities. And in fact, that's probably the best bit in this entire video. I think that highlights a lot how Doomfist is. Like, you can't just run in and kill people. Fist. Okay, unlucky. But what happened there is you used your ultimate there just to try and keep yourself alive. Which I ain't got an issue with, because like I said, Doomfist's ultimate is... And also, that was the combo I was talking about, the juggle combo, where you uppercutted and fisted him, which is great for doing people like Zarya. Like any kind of sturdy target, like a tank or something like that, it's awesome to run in and juggle them up. Like a Reinhardt, you can like juggle him up, punch him out of the way. But most of the time, I probably would just straight up punch Reinhardt just to get him out of the way, because you can punch him through the barrier, which is great because it pushes him out of position. So, again, what I'd be looking to do here is almost do the same thing again. Drop down from the shuttle. Oh, we've got somebody in the shuttle. That's okay. That was really nice. I'd wait for the fist. It's up. Okay, let's just pause again, because you're doing exactly the same thing again. Now, what I'm looking for here, again, look, we've got all of our abilities available. We don't need to fist them like this. Fist only works on a horizontal plane. It will not go down. Like, I know you're charging this so when you hit the ground, so basically you'll fall to the ground and then you'll rapidly charge forward, right? Try and fist one. You might actually get a kill. What I'd like you to do, though, which would be much more effective, is Seismic Slam, just like I said before. So we Seismic Slam into this. So Seismic Slam because we're dropping from the high ground. Then we fist, and then we can uppercut to either get ourselves up into the air, out of danger, or uppercut, like, whoever the hell that is there, uppercut them into the air, and then maybe our Seismic Slam, or definitely our fist will be available, and then we use that again. Very simple. Okay, let's play this. I've messed up the control play. There we go. So going with the fist. We go uppercut. Get a nice kill with Seismic Slam, and then we're out of position and we die. That highlights a very strong weakness with Doomfist. You can't be out of position, right? And you can be out of position, but if you've got abilities, you can get back into position. But if you don't, like you basically exhausted all of your abilities there, then you die. And this is where I think people get very frustrated with Doomfist, because you run into a fight and then you get absolutely insta-wrecked because you've got no abilities. So I'm looking to do the same thing again. We've got 2 kills. They've got a kill. I want to drop down and Seismic Slam. Uh-oh. Oh, feels bad, man. Okay, we're dead. Alright. I don't think we could have done too much anyway, even if we had the perfect Doomfisting there, because we lost most of our team there, which was unfortunate. In those situations where you know you're going to lose the point, and you're like maybe the last one left, or like, you know, there's 2 of you left and there's a whole enemy team there, you should always die on the payload, because it will delay the movement of the payload, and obviously they'll have less time to attack the next point. Okay, so it looks like you're going to set up a cheeky fisting from the side, maybe? You're really not... Why are we not using our primary fire? Like, they know you're there. Like, you're not stealthy. Soldier. I think you're not firing because you think you're stealthy. Just fire. Shoot them with primary fire. They know that you are massive. You are an 8-foot dude with a fist that is the size of the world. They know you are coming, right? You cannot hide. Just shoot them. Alright, we want to... Oh, God. Why is there a Farah in here? This is actually... Uh-oh. That actually was like a... That's the only time you will beat a Farah, apart from the start of the game. That was. I'm going to say that was lucky. Is in a close room. Like, why Farah would even be in there, I don't know. That's really strange. She should have flanked above. Silly Farah player. Yeah, what I want you to do is use your primary fire. As much as... Oh, now that's a problem, because this bad boy, we don't see much of Hog, but Hog is a very strong counter to Doomfist, right? What are they doing? Like, He's like, oh, look, it's a Doomfist. Goodbye. You really want to avoid trying to charge Roadhog or fist him or whatever, because he's probably got his hook. And if he hooks you, you're screwed as Doomfist. Like, you're absolutely screwed. This is actually getting kind of dangerous. Oh, we've just used Earth Shatter. We should. No. What are you doing? God, man. I think we've won anyway. But we've got Fist. Space Fist. Meteor Fist. Hammer Fist. Whatever the hell it is. Meteor Strike. There we go. We should use that. Earth Shatter. We've seen the Earth Shatter going, and then we should go in and do it. Now, of course, if you have voice comms on, which I know you've muted because of toxicity reasons, when I play Doomfist, I just say stuff like, Zarya, let's combo, or Reinhardt, let's combo, May, let's combo. You know, that's all you got to say. And it's so easy. So you should have used your ultimate there and killed everybody who was in the on the ground. But it looks like your team have got this anyway. I just popped the ulti anyway. Like, we've won. We've absolutely won here. It's final fight. I just used the ulti. Or just do that, which is kind of okay. Okay. Let's take a look at what's happened. In fact, let's not take a look at what's happened. Let me just tell you what I want you to do. I want you to use primary fire all the time. When you're not doing anything, try and shoot somebody, yeah? Doesn't matter even if it's at extreme range. What I also want you to do is get better at using Doomfist's abilities in a kind of like a flow, yeah? Think of them all as a combo. Don't just rely on the fist. The fist is the most powerful thing, right? This is what will secure you most kills. It will wreck the enemy. It will instantly remove a player. But what I want you to do is, instead of just going for the fist all of the time, think about, maybe I could use Seismic Slam because I'm dropping from the high ground. Maybe I can use the uppercut and the fist as a combo. Maybe I can use uppercut, then Seismic Slam, then fist, yeah? But fist back into the direction of my team, so I'm kind of safe. Now, the other concept with Doomfist is playing him as either offensive or defensive. Now, the offensive Doomfist is just like ultra aggressive dive Doomfist, going into the back line, flanking, just being a nuisance, right? That's the harder way to play Doomfist, but that's the way I think everybody should start to play Doomfist, to try and learn how to play it. Then, when you become more advanced, you start playing the more peel Doomfist. Now, the reason why this is working, I think, quite a lot at GM and High Master level is because Doomfist counters the dive, and this means it will work at other levels as well. So if you come against an enemy who is using a dive comp team, so they've got Tracer and they've got Winston, more specifically like Winston and D.Va as their tanks, you as Doomfist, wait for them to dive into your team and then fist them. You are a massive counter. You will kill them, and your team will almost certainly win those fights. In that case, it's much better to be the flanking Doomfist, or the defensive Doomfist, than it is the flanking Doomfist. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Stylosa, and this is Unit Lost. It's still early days with Doomfist, so if any of you guys have got any tips or anything, leave them in the comments below. This has been a really good OverAnalyzed. I've really enjoyed doing this one. So, guys, make sure to send in your videos to OverAnalyzed. The instructions are on the screen now. And, yeah, awesome. All right, guys, I'm Stylosa. This is Unit Lost. If you enjoyed the video, then like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will follow you on the next one. Yeah, I will. Toodaloo.